Let's look at the top. Donald Trump needed 270 electoral college votes to win. He is over the line already. And as you can probably see, we've still got some states yet to declare, but he has comfortably walked this so far. Remarkable result, particularly when you consider what the polling was suggesting earlier on in the evening. But how did this happen? Well, just one of the most remarkable things to look at is what happened over here, the Rust Belt, Iowa, Wisconsin, these kind of states, which last time around was considered relatively safe territory for the Democrats. Let me show you what happened in 2012. Have a look still at those states. Last time around, this was the result. Blue across here, blue for the Democrats. That was the safe firewall that Hillary Clinton thought she could rely on, but it didn't hold. It didn't hold. And as a result, Donald Trump took so many of these states, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Wisconsin, these key states that helped him go over the line. And then, of course, there's this one, Florida. Florida, 29 electoral college votes. Let me just show you that. 29 electoral college votes in Florida. Last time around, back to 2012 again, that was blue. This time around, red. And that is where Donald Trump started to win. That's the moment that people started to react to the news coming out of this election. As well as that, obviously, we've got the results from the Senate, because this was a congressional election as well. And the Senate as well, that is Republican, remains Republican. 51 seats already, we know, that have gone with the Republicans. And also he has the House as well. So control of the House, the Senate, and the White House as well. How important will that be when it comes to nominating Supreme Court justices and indeed implementing policies? But the big question, we've been kind of asking this, looking at the data over the course of the evening, of the morning, is what was it that drove people to vote for their particular candidates? Was it because they were inspired by them? Did they like those candidates? Well, have a look at this. This was a question that was asked in the big official exit poll while people were actually voting. How do you feel about the candidate you voted for? Strongly favour, 42% of people that voted said they strongly favour the candidate. Last time, that was 65%. So down from that to 42%. Whereas the number of people who wanted to vote for that candidate because they disliked the others, that was up from 10% to this, 25%. So you see, it's partly about apathy. It's not necessarily about being inspired by Mr. Trump. It's about not liking the other candidate necessarily as well. Now, looking at the state of this map, looking at that result that you see at the top here, investors have started to take heed of it, trying to essentially work out what this means for them. And there have been certainly roller coasters on markets over the course of the evening. Let's just show you the Mexican peso against the US dollar. Now, over the course of the evening, the peso, of course, remember that Donald Trump has talked about potentially imposing trade restrictions on Mexico. He's talked about that wall. So this has been one of the key barometers for his campaign. And it has fallen faster and further than any single trading session on record. A big shock there, because investors were expecting a Clinton victory, and then this happened. One of the biggest falls ever for this currency, leaving it at its weakest level ever. And we're already just looking around markets in the UK, all around the world, to try and work out what the permutations, what the implications of this election are going to be.